San Francisco is the most expensive place to rent in all of the United States, and I just moved out of my very first apartment, and I'm not okay. Hi, my name is Zoe, and I moved to San Francisco for nursing school at 20 years old, and I'm about to spill all the tea. As far as rent goes, I paid about $3,200 to $3,300, and that is to split a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. Yeah, I did have one roommate, so my portion came out to like $1,700-$1,800, including utilities. But again, that is to split a 1-bedroom. We didn't have any lights in our ceilings. We didn't have any parking spots. We didn't have an in-unit washer dryer. So you're probably like, Zoe, like, why would you even rent this place? The reason why we picked this place is because it was a 5-minute walk to campus, which is really convenient, but in hindsight, not worth the price. And I didn't really know my roommate before moving in. Yeah, first of all, I'm kind of crazy to agree to share a room with someone who I don't know. But we actually ended up becoming best friends, and we even finished traveling Europe together. But after she graduated as a computer engineer and our lease expired because we signed a 9-month student lease, meaning it was just for the fall and the spring semester, and we got it noticing that there was asbestos in our walls, I think I took that as a sign for me to move and not renew my lease and find another roommate there. And a lot of people ask how I'm able to afford rent in the most expensive city in all of the United States and pay for my nursing school tuition without taking any loans. And the answer is because I own my own business. I'm a lash tech, and I have my own e-commerce business called Nas Beauty, selling eyelash extension supplies. I hired a lot of help to help me manage it while I'm in nursing school, so essentially it kind of runs on its own. And also throughout that renting process, I also realized I'm paying a lot of money to not have my own room and to have so many problems with parking because I had no parking spot, right? So I was struggling because sometimes I'd come home at 2 a.m. after rotation, and I would have to park like a mile away because there was no parking available at our apartment complex. And I'm not even gonna lie, I would sometimes just park in the no parking zone, the red zone, and then I just like wake up at 6 a.m. to move my car. It was literally horrendous. But I'll be honest, like we knew they were going to be there for a short term because we signed a 9-month lease. So we kind of really never got around to decorating. We just had a couch and a desk and ended up getting a TV 3 months before we moved out and just kind of called it a day. But guys, my advice is to live alone. It was hard to transition coming to a new city where I didn't know anyone, but that's just kind of the blessing in disguise because you make new friends based off your vibe, your personality, who you're becoming, who like you attract everything that comes into your life. Like you start off with a clean slate. There's things that you learn about yourself and just about life. Like, first of all, no one prepares you for how much time you have to make for like unpaid labor, like cooking and cleaning. But it was like so much fun figuring that all out and like living my best independent city girl life. Like, I absolutely love it. And my confidence grew so much. And I feel like I'm learning like so much about myself every single day. So if you want to follow along my new journey and get all the tea on my new apartment, make sure you follow along. And yeah, stay tuned. Bye. Love you guys.